I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with. Oh, I own all the property. Daddy's home. You know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good timing. He waited up and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it will. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 40 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to mark. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now Prescott on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Prescott out to his left. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they all...
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Inside give to Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. going with their tight end on fourth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gutton, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Cowboys make over 5 The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Gets around him, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Tony Pollard from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. one. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as they'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll toss to Jones running left.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers steps away to his left. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. a first down carry by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the back. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Dak. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Prescott.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Marr on for the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way. Got it to go. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The swift kick taken in right around the 32.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Here's Prescott.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they dumb. Cause we worried about getting figures. I'm a ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this will be well too low.
He was really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 5 right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 4th down, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now a draw play. This is Jones. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This take it in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try to get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And no, it doesn't get there. Gets the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
I was hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. There's the stiff arm. 151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I'll tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
I love that description of him because when you think about Zeke, you think about lower body strength and those legs churning and creating extra yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Now Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The give is to Elliott.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On third down, Elliott. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does it? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.